Welcome to my biology class once again. With me here, your teacher, Mr. A Plus. We are still looking at genetics as our topic in biology. Okay, so our subtopic for today is variation in plants and animal species. We are looking at variation. So the first thing is to understand what a variation is. So variation refers to observable differences within a species. The differences that we are able to observe, that is called variation. Okay. Then both animal and plant species have unique traits that will differentiate one individual to another. So whether in animals, in plants, both of them, they have got unique uh, species that automatically differentiate from one another. Okay. Yeah. So now we are going to look at now some obvious differences that you are able to see. So some of the obvious differences you see in human population are, so the first one, we have eye color. So you see that some people have got white eyes, others you would find that they have got red, just like that, black. Okay, so just from there you are able to see the variation which is there between the species. So the other thing that I also want you to know is the word species. What does that mean? So species simply means family. Okay, that is one family, one group. Okay, so we have eye color, then skin color, also texture and color of hair, height, and the ability to roll a tongue. So you define that others they are tall, others they are short in the same species. Others they have got the ability to roll their tongue, others they don't. Okay, so these are some of the things, the obvious things that you are able to see that differentiate uh, individuals under human population. Okay, so another point, variation in plants now. Variation in plants. Also, we need to look at the obvious differences that you are able to see. So you define that color of flowers. Color of flowers. Other flowers, they differ. Some flowers, they are yellow, others, they are red, just like that, you see. So that is the variation which we are talking about. Then size and shape of leaves. Some leaves, they are bigger, they are large in size, others, they are small. Then color of grains. Grains also differ, and size and shape of the fruits. The fruits. Others have got small fruits. They produce small fruits. Other plants produces big fruits. Okay, so those are some of the variation that you are able to see. The obvious variation that are there. Okay, now let's look at types of variations. So there are two classes of variation, namely continuous variation and discontinuous variation. Okay, so today we are going to look at discontinuous variation because continuous variation, we looked at it in the previous lesson. If you are able to those of you who have been following me, continuous variation, we looked at it. So what remained is discontinuous variation, and that's the one we are going to look at. So discontinuous variation is a type of variation in which individuals show clear-cut difference among themselves. For example, a person can either roll tongue or not. That is now the discontinuous variation, the clear cut of difference. There is this person who can be able to roll his or her tongue, the other one can't do that. You have seen the difference? That is the obvious one. It's a cut different, okay, which is able to be seen by everyone. Then discontinuous variation are genetically inherited and cannot be altered by environment factors. So discontinuous variation, that one is genetically. So it cannot be affected or altered by the environment factors. So they are under the control of a single pair of alleles or small number of genes. So these are the things that actually control the variation under discontinuous. Okay. Then the other point, we are looking at other examples of discontinuous variation. So we have the ability to roll the time, as I said in my preamble, we are looking at that as well. So male or female and blood what groups. So when you look at, there are some people have got blood group A, others they have got O, others AB. Okay, so that type of um, variation is called discontinuous variation. Okay, so now we are going to look at the graph that I've drawn on the chalkboard and see how discontinuous variation is applicable. So when you look at this graph, the vertical line, which is x-axis, is represented by number of learners in that particular grade 12 class. Then the horizontal line, which is x-axis, that one is representing the blood groups. Okay, so when you look at blood group A, we have how many learners in that particular class? There are 15. Okay, then those with the blood group B, there are 25. Okay, so when we look at those with the universal recipient, which is AB, there are how many? There are 20. Okay, then universal donor, or there are how many? There are 10. So this actually defines the discontinuous variation. Okay, so this one is controlled by genetical traits. So now, this is actually the end of our today's lesson in biology. Kindly, I am encouraging you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, La Peta God Learning, and also follow me on my Facebook page, Mr. A Plus Online Lessons. We also found on TikTok and Instagram with the same name. Thank you so very much for your attention.